Welcome back, Wolfpack Verlis here, and today we are looking at Weavile. Weavile is one of my favorite Pokemon for just being very strong overall. He doesn't have many defensive stats, so he is just perfect for a Glass Cannon Sweeper, and he does a lot of damage, easy to get going, and is one of the fastest Pokemon that you can have on the field, which makes it really nice because he can generally knock out something before it can knock him out. So that's what you want to look for when talking about a good sweeper like Weavile. I like running a Lychee Berry substitute, so when you pretty much do a sub into berry combo, the idea is you want to just sub after your third substitute, the berry procs, and then you can really go out and play life on the edge. It doesn't really matter though because you were probably going to get one shot anyway, so the substitute is just a nice thing to have to try to get your attack higher for essentially free unless your opponent has Infiltrator. That's kind of one of the only problems that you have with this strategy, but Weavile generally makes work, or gets work done regardless. So, one of the things that makes him strong is that he has Fake Out. Fake Out is a great move just as an opening Pokemon, disrupt your opponent, or to break a sash, get free damage. The list goes on and on for how great Fake Out is. With Weavile and Fake Out, generally Fake Out into a Night Slash or an Ice Punch can one-hit KO a lot of more frail Pokemon, which pretty much makes Weavile a free KO in a lot of circumstances because he goes out there, he outspeeds it, gets a lot of damage in, boom, good to go. Now, you can also run Weavile with Ice Shard instead of Ice Punch, Night Slash, or Substitute. Like one of those, I wouldn't take out Night Slash though. I'd say if you wanted the priority safety, you could take out Ice Punch if you want to keep Substitute. If you don't want to run the Lychee Berry set, you can run Ice Shard instead of Substitute, and it's still very strong. If you're not running the Lychee Berry set, then you can go with Focus Sash or Life Orb. I would recommend one of those because you can't use a choice item since you need to have a lot of diversity to keep the edge on your opponent and get as much damage as possible. But if you're running a Life Orb, then you have a lot of good one-hit KO potential in Ice Punch or Night Slash, and if you're running Focus Sash, it gives you that second chance. So Fake Out into Ice Punch or Night Slash, generally going to be a KO. Next turn, Ice Punch doesn't do a knockout damage, so Focus Sash gets procced, and then you have a chance to use Ice Punch, Night Slash, or Ice Shard to secure the KO and make it 2 for 0. Also, if you're not running the Lychee Berry set, then you can also think about using an Adamant Nature instead of a Jolly Nature. I like keeping a Jolly Nature with the Lychee Berry set just because I am a speed freak. I am very paranoid. If I am not the fastest thing on the field, I generally treat it like I'm going to get knocked out before I can actually have an impact on the game. So by having the Jolly Nature, it makes me feel a lot more secure, but if you like to just be a lot stronger, then you can just have an Adamant Nature, do a bit more damage overall, and if you're doing a Life Orb, it just keeps stacking extra damage that helps you secure a KO on more Pokemon. Now, with the Lychee Berry set, it's not the most perfect thing, but it is very strong in that if your opponent is trying to put statuses on you or do a lot of really sneaky stuff, Substitute can really throw your opponent off if they get caught in that loop. You know, you throw down Substitute, they decide to go for a stat boost, or they were not Prankster and they were trying to like Thunder Wave or use Will-O-Wisp on you, then that's just pretty much free setup for you. You're able to go, well, now I have the opportunity to Night Slash, Ice Punch, and get free damage, and if I knock them out, I have a free substitute up, which is a really nice thing to have. So that's one way you can look at it, and then also when you get that Lychee Berry off, it's one of the strongest things you could have pretty much had, because now you have over 500 attack, and you're going to just dominate anything in your way. So that's why I like the Lychee Berry. Once you get to that proc, it's stronger than the Life Orb. It's one of the best options you can have, but until you get to that, a lot more risky. Also, other things you can do is that when using a Focus Sash, I just kind of tripped up right there. When using a Focus Sash, you can also try a Swords Dance out, which means Swords Dance first turn, Focus Sash procs, and now you're pretty much in a really strong situation. The reason why I don't like it is if you get outsped, you have problems. If they have priority, you have problems. I just like the idea of sitting behind a substitute with a lot of attack, but Swords Dance is still incredibly strong. You can really do a bit more damage on top of it, secure a lot more KOs, and it just works that way. But I feel that with a lot of Prankster Pokemon, a lot of the priority moves out there, that if you're trying to do the Focus Sash, that there might be something that throws you off, but Focus Sash is indeed still a great option. So that's pretty much what Weavile has. He's awesome for knocking out dragon types. You know, Flying Dragon Pokemon is gone, Garchomp is gone, a lot of Pokemon are just pretty much immediately gone. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a nice day.